Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'm going to be doing another Senior Maths Challenge question. This is a question 16, not of the same paper, this is now the 2018 paper. As always, I'll link the full questions and full answer sheets in the description below if you want to try any of the other questions, which I recommend you do because they are some good questions. So let's read the question. So the question states, the numbers p, q, r and s satisfy the following equations, the first equation being p plus 2q plus 3r plus 4s equals k, and the second equation being 4p equals 3q equals 2r equals s. Okay, and then it says, what is the smallest value of k for which p, q, r and s are all positive integers? Now, the positive integers bit, that's really what you need to focus on, because some of these other answers are actually possible and they do work for these values, but not when they're positive integers, so they may be fractions, which is how some of them other work, which I guess is how the question tricks you out. Anyway, so what's the first thing we can do? Well, let's just look at the first equation. The first equation, which is p plus 2q plus 3r plus 4s equals k. I don't know how many times I've said that now. I'm going to be saying a lot more in the video, but you know. So if you look at it, well, there's not really anything you can do. So if we have a quick look at the second equation, well, for the second equation, this is where you're defining all the terms, right? But what you want is you want each individual term to be defined in terms of s. So that's what we'll do now. Okay, so 4p equals s, as from the equation, then we know p equals s over 4. The same for q. 3q equals s, so q equals s over 3. 2r equals s, so r equals s over 2. And obviously I'm not going to do s, because s just equals s, so then s would equal s over 1. But obviously, why would you do that? You don't need to. So, what's the next thing we can do? Well, if we have a look at our first equation again, well, now we can sub in the values. So that's what we'll do, sub in the values. As you can see, this is the value subbed in. Now, if we just expand these two brackets here, brilliant. Now, we need to look for a common denominator. Well, now, if you're looking for a common denominator and you can't really see one, if you just times all the denominators together, well, that's your common denominator, right? Obviously, you have to account for the top bits of the fractions as well. So that would be 24, but obviously, 12 is the smallest common denominator, so we'll use 12. So if you do that, then this is what you get. Well, now you can add those three fractions together to get 29s over 12. Okay. Now, if you just times through by 12, you can simplify things quite a bit. So if you times through by 12, you now get this. Because if you go back a second, 4 times 12 is 48, and 12 times 1 is 12. Okay, that's what we do. So if we add these two together, we get 77s. Right, so we actually almost finished the question now. So you're probably thinking, well, what do we do from now? Well, if we have a look here, and we get s by itself, so as you can see what I've done here, I've just times, I've divided through by 77 rather, so that means I get this bit here, well, it's s equals 12k over 77. Well, if we go back to the question and think, okay, the smallest possible value of k, well, for s to be a positive integer, k can't be 20 or 24 or 25 because, well, you know, if that was the case, s would be a fraction. So what you really want is a number where you can do this, where you just sub it in and then you cancel out the top and the bottom of the fraction, leaving you with just 12, which is what you do here. Now, obviously, e also works for this question. It would give you a 2 here, giving you s equals 24, but of course, you're looking for the smallest value of s. Of k rather, so that's what you get. So the answer is actually 77. Therefore, if you go back to the question and I get out my pen, then we can go, well, that doesn't work, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. These two work, but it's looking for the smallest, therefore it's D. And that was probably a bad circle. Anyway, and that's the whole question. So, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like, please do subscribe because I'll be releasing more videos very soon. Any other questions you want me to cover, tell me in the comments. Any suggestions, tell me in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.